No buy in January and February felt like a no-brainer, but something has changed in March. Hi, welcome to The Art of, a place where a no buy can show you how rationalizing can play tricks on you. So, my no buy in January and February felt easy. I had that start fresh energy. I was driving on excitement. I was focused on using what I already had, and it felt so good. I was rediscovering my old favorite makeup items. I was also trying new makeup product and color combos, and I was enjoying my makeup collection in the way I hadn't before. Maybe slightly updating my wish list and playing with my makeup. But upon entering the third month, I felt two shifts. Let's call the first one sales. They started popping up. Recent Blend Bunny sale, upcoming Sephora sale, they were so tempting. But closing the page with full cart, giving myself some space to think if I actually needed, helped a lot. Eventually, I even forgot what I had in those carts. The second shift was over-rationalizing. My brain started playing mental gymnastic, justifying the purchase not as a craving, but an easy solution to some bigger problem, a good beauty investment. Before, it was easier. No buy equal to no buying. Now, I find myself scrolling, adding things to my cart, closing the tab, then reopening it, comparing everything, scrutinizing of what I need, what I don't need, then closing everything again. Waiting option was so exhausting that I got to the point where the only possible solution was just buy it. That feeling was totally new to me because before I started my no-buy year, I watched a lot of videos of people sharing their experiences and challenges with a no-buy. And a thing that they mentioned a lot was a feeling of craving for something new formula, unique color, or the feeling that, oh, this is something that I don't have in my collection. And I knew that I would get that feeling too. So I decided to get myself prepared. When I feel that urge, I turn to DIYing, mixing my own product, duping the product, doing anything to scratch that itch. And if there is the product that really catches my eyes, I usually put it in my wish list. But here is the twist. It's not your typical wish list. I write down the name of the products in white so it blends with the background, making it invisible except for the commas that are separating the products. Why do I do this? Simple. When I check back, I want my brain, when looking at the categories, remembers which products I really wanted instead of the ones I added because of the scrolling. For example, at the end of the week, I can look in my list and think, okay, which products, let's say which lipsticks, did I want to buy? And if I see 3 commas, it means that I wanted to buy 3 products. But usually, I can just name one. And this is the magic. This is the product that I really wanted, but not the one that internet was trying to persuade me to buy. As the time went by, I realized I was dealing with a different struggle. My brain started rationalizing my purchases. I caught myself thinking something, oh, not only would this foundation look good on screen, but I can use it in XYZ situations. And those XYZ situations were not fantasy situations. They were semi-real. For instance, let's take my Givenchy lipstick, the one that I have in my project pan. It is gorgeous red lipstick, but unfortunately it's not smudge proof. So naturally, I started convincing myself that I need to buy a matching lip liner. That way, I will reach for the lipstick more often, get great results from my project pen, and avoid those dread smudges on my lower lip. Makes sense, isn't it? But here is the catch. I am on a no-buy. Buying a lip liner is not allowed, even though it sounds like a very smart solution. And here is where I realized, wait a minute, I'm tricking myself. I made it sound like this small purchase was essential. It's just a lip liner. It's cheap. It helps me to finish my project pen item. At first, I tried to talk myself out of it, but it didn't work. Then I thought, hey, I'm not the only person who has this kind of problem. So I talked to my friend and she gave me a brilliant tip. She advised me to use an eyeshadow primer on the edge of my lips, pat it with a powder, and then apply the lipstick. And it worked. Though if you rub your lips on the coffee cup, it will still transfer and move, but for everyday wear, it's perfect. And you might be thinking now, hey, couldn't you just Google that? And you'll be right. I Google things like this. I save the life hacks, and that's it. I save them and never get back. So what made difference this time? I tried out immediately, and boom, the itch is scratched, the problem is solved. I don't need to buy easy solution. What I learned about myself is I do not need to rush to buy a solution. Instead, I need to find a life hack and actually try it immediately. That's the key. Only then does the urge to buy to solve will disappear. Have you ever had this itch to buy to solve? If yes, tell me, how did you deal with that? If no, I envy you. Thank you so much for spending your day with me. I'll see you next time. Bye!